What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on River Flame Racing Reviews. Today is the 8th day of May. Congrats, guys. It's May 8th. The 500 is May 25th. We're getting so close. It doesn't feel like it feels so surreal how close we are to the Indy 500. And today we're making my Indy GP preview. So it's gonna be like any other preview. I'm gonna go every driver and team combination, explain what they can be expecting for this weekend, and at the end of the race, I'll give you my pole position and my top 3. So, with that being said, we are going to start this video. And before we start it, I'm just going to give one big bold predictions. 2 cautions. The Indy GP is going to see 2 cautions. We're going to see the yellow flag break. You'll get one on lap 1, and then you'll get a random one in the race. 2. I'm calling it. Indy GP, 2 cautions. So, let's start with, where better to start than who's won 3 out of the last 4 races? Ganassi. But who's their main driver? Alex Palou. If you're Alex Palou, you won this race in 2023 and in 2024. Let's make it a 3-peat at the Indy GP. But most importantly, let's start the season off 4 for 5. Just go for it if you're Alex Palou. Keep winning races, stay in the top 5, build for your championship. If you're Scott Dixon, it's time to cut that gap to Alex Palou. It's time for you to win a race. It's time for you to get on the podium. I really want to see Dixon be on par with Alex Palou, if not beating Alex Palou. The only time all year Scott Dixon has been anywhere near Alex Palou was the first weekend in St. Pete, and after that, my personal opinion, Dixon's been pretty quiet this year, besides for St. Pete. I want to see Dixon be on par with Palou. If you're Kiffin Simpson, build. Your job is to build all season long, keep building. That's what you got to do. The last 2 races, I thought he's been terrific. It was going so well until he had this issue in the pits at Barber. We know Long Beach he cooked. I think he was 10th. I mean, Kiffin Simpson has been 100% better than last year. If you're Kiffin Simpson, keep that up. Now let's move on to, well, I would say it's been the second best team in IndyCar this year. McLaren. If you're Christian, we're going to start with Christian Lundgaard. Right now, their best driver. Christian Lundgaard, keep putting it to Pato Award. If you can, get another podium. Honestly, I think if you're picking anyone to beat Alex Palou this weekend, it's Christian Lundgaard. If you're picking anyone to beat Alex Palou, we'll have to see. But if you're Christian Lundgaard, challenge Palou. Now, if you're Pato Award, you are in the same boat as Scott Dixon. Be with Lundgaard. You got to be with Lundgaard. Be with Lundgaard in all the practice. Well, I guess practice is fine. Be with Lundgaard in all the qualifying sessions and all the racing, the whole race. If you're Palou, stick with Lundgaard. If you're Dixon, wait, I said that. If you're Award, stick with Lundgaard, and if you're Dixon, stick with Palou. Sorry for the confusion. If you're Nolan Siegel, keep building. You're in the same boat Kiffin Simpson is. It's kind of weird how much Ganassi and McLaren are in the same boat because they both have a driver, their main driver, falling behind their new rising star, which Alex Palou might be the main driver of Ganassi now, 3-time champion. But Dixon still has a 6. That's a whole topic for another day. But that third seat is a driver that's young, who has money, who's trying to build, and Kiffin Simpson and Nolan Siegel, and they're in the same boat. Build. Nolan Siegel, just build. All you gotta do is build. Have a good weekend. Try and get in the top 10 again. Just build. Now we'll move on to, it's been the 3rd best team this year, Andretti. If you're Colton Herta, you won this race in 2022 in the rain. We know the Andretti cars they're either super good or super bad around this place. If you're Colton Herta, try and get a top 5. Keep getting that championship points on. You've been the 3rd best driver this year. Show it. Go for the win. Get the podium. If you're Kyle Kirkwood, same boat as Colton Herta. You've probably been the 4th best driver this year. Get the podium. Get the win. Pretty easy if you're Kyle Kirkwood or Colton Herta. Be in the top 5. Be fighting for the podium. Be fighting for the win. If you're Marcus Ericsson, get a top 10. Get your season started. It feels like Marcus Ericsson has not gotten a season started. Basically, 2 races in a row has been compromised with crashing, Barber, and Thermal. Just start building your season. Get your season going. He had a good start at St. Pete, and it's kind of gone all downhill from there. Build your season. Get it on the road. That's Andretti. 4th best team this year, Penske. If you're Scott McLaughlin, I think just get a good result heading into Indy. Try and be in the top 5. If the win's there, which I don't think it will be for Penske this weekend, just try and build momentum. And I think same goes for Newgarden. Get points for the championship. Build momentum. Honestly, all 3 Penske's are in the same boat this weekend. Get momentum heading into Indy. If you're Will Power, you pretty much know if you're going to be in Penske after the Indy 500. If I'm Will Power, I want a nice top 5, top 10. Build momentum for Indy. And once you build momentum for Indy, have a good Indianapolis 500. All three Penske's in the same boat, McLaughlin, Newgarden, and Power. Build momentum for Indy. Honestly, a lot of these teams are in build mode this weekend, but these big teams especially are in build mode for Indy. And now we'll just, after we break down the top 4 teams, we'll just hit it with Rahal, the last 3-car team, even though they're definitely not been the 5th best team this year. That's a debate for many of the teams. But Rahal, if you're Graham Rahal, you're the most experienced driver in this team. Rahal's been terrific around here this weekend. Is the pull out of the cards for Graham Rahal? Is the win out of the cards? Is the podium? If I'm Graham Rahal, I'm just trying to stay ahead of my 2 teammates, be in the top 10, and fight. That's what I'm doing if I'm Graham. If I'm Devlin DeFrancesco, I'm in the same boat. I'm trying to get in the Fast 6, trying to get in the Fast 12. Remember, he led the first 6 laps of the race here when he was with Andretti in 2022. So if you're Devlin DeFrancesco, just have your best weekend of the year. And if you're Louis Foster, also have your best weekend of the year. Get experience. Really, the Rahal are kind of in the same boat as Penske. They just need to build for Indy and have their best race weekend of the year as a team. Pretty easy if you're Rahal. Meyer Shank, it's going to be in the same thing with Meyer Shank. They need to bounce back in qualifying. We saw their qualifying take a huge dip in Barber. If you're Felix Rosenqvist and Marcus Armstrong, get your qualifying back. If you're Armstrong, out-qualify Rosenqvist, out-race Rosenqvist. If you're Rosenqvist, get momentum for Indy. Rosenqvist needs to be, really Meyer Shank, they need to be real competitive with each other this weekend. They need to out-qualify each other in the race, and they need to out-race each other on both sides of the great garage. Pretty much the same thing for Meyer Shank. AJ Foyt. If you're David Malukas, beat Santino Ferrucci, show Penske you deserve a seat, qualify in the top 10, stay in the top 10. If you're Santino Ferrucci, keep getting good, consistent results. Wait till you get on the ovals so you can get a top 10 in the championship. Pretty easy if you're AJ Foyt. That's what your drivers have to do. Ed Carpenter Racing. If you're Alexander Rossi, keep building on the season you've had. Just keep building. Get momentum for Indy. Try and be in that top 10, top 15. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're Christian Rasmussen, get as close to Alexander Rossi as you can. That's been a huge struggle for him this year. I don't know if he's going to be able to get close to him. But if you're Christian Rasmussen, just get as close to Rossi as you can. That's really all you got to do. Get close to Rossi. And now we're going to do Dale Coyne Racing. If you're Dale Coyne Racing, if you're Rinus VeeKay, build. He's won this race before in 2021. Get a good result heading into Indy. Indy's probably your best qualifying track. You could go on a real spill here. Go. Just get a good result. If you're Jacob Abel, don't crash. Get the experience. Pretty simple. Now we're heading to Humco's Hollander Racing with Connor Daly. Connor Daly, destroy Stingray Rob. Be in the top 10, be in the top 15. Let's see a good result. Show us you belong in IndyCar. Stingray Rob, keep building. This has been your best season in IndyCar. Keep having the results. Keep it up. And Prema, if you're ILOT, lead the team forward. Show us why they signed you as their leader. Have a good result. If you're Robert Schwartzman, don't crash the car. Get the experience. I think it's that simple for the field. I think the NGGP is one of the easiest weekends to talk about, honestly. Now, I'm going to hit you with my pole position winner. And this might come with no surprise at all, but I'm picking Alex Palou for the pole. That's probably a boring pick, but it's just honestly who I think is going to get the pole. And I think Alex Palou is going to win. I think Alex Palou is going to start the year 4 for 5. It's honestly probably pretty boring, but that's just what I think is going to happen. I think Christian Lundgaard's going to get second. I think Colton Herta is going to get third. I mean, honestly, that's probably a pretty boring take, but I'm just trying to get this right. It's generally what I think is going to happen. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But with that being said, that's really all I got to say on the Indy GP. I'm really just in Indy 500 mode. I can't wait to get off this road course. So, see ya.